Actually,
Okay.
I'm not going to do that. I'll leave it alone. I'm just going to leave that alone. So, anyways, back to this. So, Inferno said, anyone understand this warthog? Someone let the warthog know that she has a few hours to clean her house before animal control gets there. Yeah, so that's fucked up. You don't want to do that.
Of
So,
course.
this was later on. If you keep poking me, I'll just start talking. They do not want me to tell all. You said I was fake when I was nice. You're not ready to handle bitch Becky Keem, because it just be you. It won't be just you who goes down. It'll be everyone associated with you.
Why is she trying to sound so fucking big and bad? Bitch, you're not fucking scary.
Straight
Like,
up.
I don't I don't know what kind of like I don't know what kind of shit she's trying to fucking pull. Like nobody's fucking scared of you, ho. You can't do shit. You can't do shit. Like try me. Try me, bitch.
Basically. And she's starting to threaten this whole entire operation. That's what I'm perceiving this as. So, I mean, it is what it is.
Of
It's
course, because she feels slighted. Of course, she wants to try to get her fucking revenge because she always has to make herself the victim in every fucking situation. She just can't sit there and accept the fact that she has fucked up not once, not twice, not thrice, but so many fucking uncountable times that it is fucking ridiculous. And that is why I do not want her back. She should not be allowed back into
no.
this fucking community, especially with all this shit that she's trying to pull. Hell no.
Oh, it's
He's
fucked
like,
up.
I'm gonna break the truth to everyone. What's the fucking truth, bitch? What are you gonna say that we already don't fucking know? You know what I mean? I'm
Yeah.
not fucking scared
It's
of shit. Like, this is just empty threats.
it's fucking dumb, bro. It's so fucking dumb. So then she comes back and says, let's be clear and put this narrative Kim is spinning to rest. I never have fucked over my fans. I'm right here
Right.
and I'll be right on my channel. Keem, you fucked over by treating me like shit to the point to where I had to leave to get out of the abusive environment. So,
Abusive environment. This fucking cunt. Also, bitch, you have scammed your fans not once, not twice, not thrice, but millions of fucking times. What
yes,
are you talking about? I
ex-
don't give a fuck.
it's just so dumb. All this shit is just so fuck. They need to just stop and just stop talking about things. Just move the fuck on. Because obviously,
I
the
know.
the LCU is going to discuss shit when you're fucking doing all that. So I mean, it is
Right.
what it is.
But what does she have? What does she have outside of this, Bigfoot? Nothing. Literally nothing. What kind of content is she going to bring to her fucking channel for her viewers and supporters over there that doesn't involve anything regarding the universe? What does she fucking have?
I don't tarot card readings.
Exactly.
Tarot card readings.
Don't make me laugh.
I know, right? So
Oh my god.
here at the Remind, we put it on members only chat. I forgot to do that. So the Grays got 13 extra minutes of chatting. So you're welcome. All right, so let's get back to it. So the reply to this says the one who treated military veterans, people of color, or your bosses and coworkers like shit. Use the energy you're using right now to clean your pigsty instead of hating on Keem. You're not in 2016 anymore, bitch. And then someone
Whoa.
said, sue his ass. There's enough mental abuse for 10 lawsuits. Employers are held to a higher standard. In your free time, compile everything you can find. So yes, this is the shit I guess people are trying to spew her. And people have been saying that all this, but it's not going to happen. And then looks like Rocky's about to blow. Does she have the balls? We shall see. So she's been going at Tina hard, right? And she's been saying that Tina has been talking about things that Tina doesn't know about. But here she says, oh, Tina, you done fucked up. You just forced my hand to tell the truth about my job. Keem can thank you for what I'm about to say during this live. Good, let her keep going because she gave me every reason to respond. So,
Oh my god.
yeah, it's a something. It's a something.
Well, they're certainly doing a really good job at digging their graves.
They really
That's
are.
that's for damn sure.
They really truly are. And Roxy streamed last night and she was talking about Tina and fucking went in on her. And, yeah, whatever. I still don't know if we're allowed to cover those things. So I'm going to ask if we're allowed to cover, if it's LCU related, if we can cover it. But I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll leave that one for
Yeah, I'm
I realized in my infinite wisdom that this video clip I had was a lot longer, and it really wasn't. Now, mind you, all of this stuff was from the day before. So they're not aware about the BBU, or maybe they are, who knows? Who knows? It's weird saying BBU like that. But let's get into it. So with Cafe, they started to cover the Becky stuff because at this point, Becky is no more. She is gone from the universe. It's already been confirmed. Obviously, if you're watching this on a Wednesday, I hope it is Wednesday, not a Tuesday or Thursday, you will understand that yes, Becky is completely gone. She started her own stuff, but that that whole thing wasn't really until announced until later on. So these people are not aware of it, right? And for the rest, besides their Remind segment, which like the last 2 hours, they usually just cover the LCU ads because it makes sense for them to do a morning stuff for the morning for people.
Thing, right? So I have to air out my personal issues, talk about how there was some things going on behind the scenes, how I have to make sure to call the cops if anything bad happens. I have to make sure that nobody deletes themselves off of the real life server. My breakup, my issues with Pupstar, my family emergency, but I don't do anything, right? Because the only thing that you guys see is the things that is on the screen. You guys are so fucking superficial, and you guys don't see the hard work that anybody else does. I've been carrying the fucking show. I literally went from Cafe, a show that I loved, to Milkers, where some old bat didn't give me a fucking chance, and then I went to the family emergency, come back, get broken up with through text, had to deal with that being made into content. Also, while my... Ooh. Let me calm down. I'm an adult. I can do it.
And while you're calming down, let me let you in some facts. Get the receipts on what was said on Rewind. That was based off of a conversation with Keemstar. And even I said, if you go a little bit further, even I said, yeah, I think he was just using that as an example. So if you're going to call out somebody, make sure you have all your facts in a row, Beans. What did I tell you in the DMs?
That might have been used as an example, but that was the example that was repeated like multiple times.
Well, yeah, because you see how mad Billy was last night, and when Billy gets mad, he repeats himself. Yeah, exactly, it was. But when Billy gets mad, he is furious. So check your lipstick before you come for me. Bye, love you, baby.
I don't wear lipstick. I wear lip gloss.
Say it, bitch. Say it, bitch. Say you love me back.
I love you too, Xylee. But now I have to freaking start fake drama because Pigtails wants fake drama and she thinks that's a form of content.
Start some fake drama. But that's the thing. That's the thing. I don't do fake drama at all.
I never said nothing about fake drama.
All right. So
then who do you want to call out? Who do you have a problem with?
No. We're talking about you, Beans. Who do you want to call out? An intern? Because I've been doing it. What the fuck? I've been doing it. I have
not very well. Not very well. Do you see the amount of people criticizing you because all you do is some cringe ass fucking shit? You dress like Keemstar. Oh, another Voldemort did that long fucking time ago.
My creativity because I'm giving something. It was
Father's Day.
I used a creative mind and
I'm pregnant with your child. People logged off of YouTube whenever you did that because it was so fucking cringe. That is your form of content. That's entertaining.
Because about what? Tell if you were joking.
No, you saying that you're pregnant with Billy's child.
Okay, well then how about we clear some misconception here? How about we clear some misconception here? Let's do this. This all fucking started over a joke I couldn't fucking take, over a joke I was offended by. I am a bitch who will stand the fuck here right now and say if I'm offended by anything. Wasn't offended by shit. Words were put in my fucking mouth. Cringe or whatever. But I'm gonna make that absolutely fucking clear. If I'm offended by shit, I will say so.
So again, if you're going to do content, whenever you're referring to something, not everybody watches every single show. So you should probably reinstate what you were offended by because a lot of people are fucking lost.
Wasn't offended by anything. Was not offended by anything. That's what I'm saying right here. What the whole joke was started on Monday.
Okay, what was the joke that started on Monday?
Drama, right? Because of the cringy ass joke that I made, right? It all started from what? From a fucking joke that somehow I was offended by. Somehow. Didn't fucking say I was. but somehow was offended by.
So you mean the Poke Gaga thing? How about we let our audience know what you're mad about?
No, that's not it.
So that's just one layer
I
of
was
the
told that I
the
couldn't
cake.
take a joke. That's what was said. That I could not take a joke. That's what was said.
Who said it? Learn how to do content.
Xylee did on Rewind. Xylee did on Rewind.
Okay, then
So
call
you
out
acted like you're
Xylee.
pregnant with Billy's baby to get back at Xylee?
Yeah, I wasn't expecting being Xylee to go at it. I mean, most of the stuff was just Beans kind of complaining, but rightfully so. Like, it is interesting to see the development of Beans going from, you know, Peep, Squeak, from Cafe to a little bit of time in the Milkers, which didn't last that long because of a lot of things, to her now being much more uproar, more outspoken, and more about herself, you know. And it's funny how her and Rosalie kind of clashed for a split of a second. I'm like, damn, it's too early for this stuff. I'm like, oh boy, it was something, I'll tell you this much. It was a little interesting to see them clash. And it's true, as Riley said, you know, you need to always have clips. You always need to get yourself ready, especially in this area, because mostly I feel like it's not about who's right or wrong, but who can paint the situation to their advantage and who can get the info out there first. And I think Beans is realizing that more and more every single day, which may become a problem down the line.
Yeah, Gifted member, not only did you copy our dancing thing, you do it for fucking much longer and turned it into... I don't even like Yoshi dances anymore. Cause of you, bro. Like, that's what I'm saying. It's just like... I watch this shit and I'm just like, super successful in what world? Are we living on the same planet? Super successful? This show is running off of the backs of the parasocial relationships you've built in the Discord. And, you know, shout out to them for wanting to keep your show alive because they think you're this super fucking nice guy. But time and time again, I get proven you're not a nice guy and I was always right about you. And you know what? I try to be fucking nice. Your fans are nice, but you do not prove to me you are a nice guy. This is not how you fucking treat people.
No, like, it went from him being this cry apologetic guy. What did he go do at that film festival? Did he just go dom 8 guys back to back? Like, I'm a man. Nobody can tell you what to do. This is my show. This is not your show. This is King's show. And don't you know, you can go. If you don't know, like, I'm not trying to be mean, man, but like, legit, like, what the fuck are you doing?
That part. It's like acting like you built up anything in this universe. The only reason any of us have shit is because of Keem. So fucking acknowledge that. We built up nerds, but only because Keem handed us this fucking show and said, here, guys, cook. He handed you tests and said, here, cook. But you know what you didn't do? Build it up on your own. You built up parasocial relationships because you saw an easy way out. Also, Gav, thank you for the 5 gifted. We got a Yoshi dance for him.
I know. Hold on.
Painful now.
Una más, por favor. Speaking of that, did you see that clip I edited?
No.
Oh man, I edited one of our old clips.
Oh god.
All right, no, let's go look back at episode 100. No. Oh well, we'll do. I got some test shit up when you.
Yeah, let me finish up this clip because it's almost done, and then we'll play that one next.
Like, this is the thing. Like, it's doing amazing. I'm very, very proud of what we have. You know, even with just myself, we're number 5 on the complete rankings, right? I've had literally essentially a week and a half off. I've had a week and a half off essentially, right? And I'm number 8 on fucking donations, and on gifteds, I'm number 6. On my own.
Mama, come on the show more often.
There are 10 shows. There are 10 shows. He just said he is number 8 on Super Chats. And he is
wait,
number...
Wait. He said number 8?
Yes. There are 10 shows. I repeat, 10 shows. Super successful in what world? You know what super successful is? Being on top across the board. Rewind is an example of super successful. They are always on top across the whole board. Live is super successful. Number 1 across the whole board. Queens, another example of a show that was previously super successful. They were number 2 or...
Now, Nerds went on for 4 hours. pretty interesting because nerds was just really at it, right? It wasn't like, oh, they were just doing their nerdy stuff. No, nerds was really, really hyping it up. They were really going into it. And I always enjoy it. I'm not gonna lie, when nerds go into more in-depth, I really enjoy that style of content where you go into in-depth into the individual people, whether it be the LCU or outside the LCU. And I actually really enjoy content like that, almost like a video essay format. That's one thing you can give. I feel like that's one thing you have to give nerds. Like when they go into that in-depth style, they really flourish. They really know how to flourish. Now, here's another thing though. So what was this about? Well, this has to deal with Nightmare kind of being quite egotistic, and that shouldn't be too surprising that Nightmare is a little bit egotistic because now he's running the show by himself. He has nobody to check him. I mean, do I think Fat Grim should have been given a chance? Let's be real. That's not really my place to say. But I didn't really find Fat Grim to be that interesting compared to, like, let's say, Grim or other people that try to. I don't know. I just don't see the appeal. And as I said, like, and even Nightmare and other people agree that, like, yeah, Fat Grim kind of was using money as a way to get himself onto the scene. So that's how I see it. Now, Nightmare would eventually jump on nerds and they would argue about this.
The point I was trying to make is, like, yeah, we got from last place to number 4 last month, which was incredibly, like, amazing.
Why did you do that, though? Wait. Let's be honest, Nightmare. Why did that happen?
Who rallied for you?
What do you mean?
Was it because
my bad, Rastov. He didn't do anything.
Yeah, Rastov did nothing. Rastov, if you're watching, you did nothing for Tess because he won't acknowledge it.
I didn't say that. I didn't say that.
How'd you forget somebody that raised $3,000?
I didn't know. I didn't know what your question was. Why are you trying to, like, put me into a fucking predicament when I? Yeah, we were like, you said, how did that happen? Rastov didn't help out with every stream. He helped up with the end of the previous month, which I'm eternally grateful for.
Raise?
If you're on about the one at the end of the previous month, yeah, a lot, and that was because of him, absolutely.
It was $3,000 before that.
Yeah.
Where were you guys sitting on the leaderboard?
That wasn't last month. That was the month before. That was the month before. You know that, right? Yeah, I know, and I'm incredibly appreciative of that. But we're talking about last month, not the month before. What do you mean? I don't know what you're trying to prove here. You're saying I'm not grateful for Rastov, that wasn't the question.
Show from being canceled was
he did help. Yeah, you're absolutely correct. Yeah.
No. He didn't just help. We're not gonna let you just say he just helped.
Right. Okay. So,
$3,000 to your show is not just helping. Okay.
Right,
I get somebody help us? Hey, can somebody help this stream? I would love some help right now. Just some simple help.
I've come up to saying my piece, and all I'm doing is saying, like, a little bit of a word, and you're attaching to it, and you're trying to put it into a negative narrative. Is that what we're doing? Like, what's the point of this? What's the point of me coming
saying, and we're telling you what they mean. Okay.
What? Because I said he helped me, and I'm grateful for it. That's not enough.
He's building his escape.
He's doing the narrative.
No, I'm not though. You're not even letting me speak though. Like, what do you mean? You're not letting me answer the question.
I'm gonna mute myself for 1 minute.
Yeah, go ahead.
Like, you're not letting me answer the questions. If you're on about Michelangelo, he wasn't only meant to be my manager, he was also meant to be my co-host. He made that decision. As far as I was aware, as a manager, my punishment was I wasn't allowed to do any of the content I wanted to do. He had to do all the content. He had no communications with me about what he really wanted to do. So when I was like, what's in the docket? I was expecting him to be like, well, we got this and we got this and we got this, right? Like, that's the answer to that question, right?
Slim
so, like,
Jim
that's sorted, right?
This is to help your beard grow.
Thank you, Slim Jim. I'm sure he appreciates
that. You care so much. Hold on, everybody. Do you see what they did to me? Please, each $20 will help me grow back my chin. They turned me into a monster.
I can't.
I can take a pin. I can take a rip now. Okay, you talk to this delusional fuck for me. Okay, Zay?
Yeah, continue. Sorry about that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so that was the reasoning for that, right? And yeah, like, don't get me wrong, like, fucking. In terms of Michelangelo, I was really low energy because I just didn't bounce off him. I can't help that, right? Like, it's so I don't fucking think about what I do when it comes to, like, content. Yeah, but no, I did what could in the situation could have been done differently. Yeah, looking back at it, probably right. Like, fucking yeah, I'm not gonna argue with that. But like again, it's like, dude, I look, if it is what it is, right? Like, I've come up here to speak my situation, like my opinion on the situation. Like, if you don't want to hear it, that's fine. I'll go and I'll do another show if they want to talk about it. That's no
I'm giving you the floor right now to speak.
But like,
Gafgarian,
but whenever I say like a little bit,
this is to make you shave it again. Devilish face emoji, devilish face emoji, devilish face emoji, devilish face emoji. Hashtag Fiddy Gang.
Looks like you'll be shaving again, Buff.
Thank you. No.
So
I look like Black Homer Simpson. Don't.
So yeah, that's my situation with Michelangelo. It's just no point fucking speaking on any more of it because like it's already been covered to death anyway. I've said on my like my opinion of it, right?
The Michelangelo thing was a very small point of a
yeah, I get that.
Of a bigger issue of us pointing out that it is a repeated pattern of behavior in your ego. And the biggest point of this was the whole Ultra thing. So what do you have to say about how you treated Ultra last night?
So I'll answer that. For starters, I think we all have a bit of an ego when it comes to these shows. Like we're all very passionate about what we do. Right? I'm incredibly passionate about what Test is and what Test does. Like it means literally the world to me. Like everything that like
What is Test?
What is Test? Test is whatever it wants to be, right? So it's like the idea of being able to do like absurd things outside the normality that the LCU is, which is very drama centered and drama focused.
Now here they get into the argument, both sides fighting about the Zay and Buff are going to war with one Buff Wheat to save himself. Which is, hey, I feel like maybe this could have been done better, but then again, everything is content driven, right? Everything has to be done face to face, and that's just a common thing, right? That's just a common thing. Everything has to be done face to face. Oh boy. Now, does Nightmare have a bit of an ego? Yes, he does. Yes, he really does. But I think in a way, like, I think most people kind of don't care. And I think for a lot of people, I think they enjoy it. They enjoy that egotistic nature, right? Like, I mean, like, Keemstar has a bit of an ego, right? Ego. Same thing with Boogie. But I think people sometimes enjoy it. But I think it depends on the content creator himself, really. And with Taz, I mean, like they do confront him. What even is Taz? And like, well, Taz is whatever it is. It's meant to be. You know what I mean, right? It's meant to be whatever it's meant to be. The show or network or whatever to be outside of the LCU. Not really outside, but to be whatever it wants. And I'm just like, that's cool. I mean, that doesn't really answer the question. I know what you're getting at. It's meant to be a very much variety show where they don't, they don't have to focus on the LCU. But at the same time, Keemstar has an expectation to talk about certain drama. But I mean, Nightmare even said it. Like they only talk about drama if it's applicable or is that interesting. Because if you just talk about the drama that's happening in the LCU constantly, like Rewind loses its purpose. But also, like, I think most people just don't care about a 5-minute clip or of somebody going off. Sorry.
Should hire D Money, right? Because D Money's the one doing our docket now, and he's crushing.
Cynthia Breyer super chatted $50. I've had social anxiety for my whole Funan life, but I'm so sick of these Funan snowflakes. My son has severe autism at the age of 18. Let one of you mothers deal with that and have my dark sense of humor. Pisses the ever love of F with me.
Cynthia Breyer, complete legend. Thank you so much for that. It's just, dude, everybody's life sucks. Everybody's life has a million challenges. No one lives life on fucking an easy path. Even when someone's blessed, like me or Boogie, in a way, we choose the rough path because we're psychopaths, right? It's just, it's like, you know what I mean? Everybody has shit to get through.
I mean, personally, I'm having fun doing the hard shit. I got from 2020 to like 2023, I get to sit on my ass and be boring and do nothing. And it wasn't that great. This is way more fun.
Yeah. The whole thing is you got to win. You got to win. Whatever that fucking shit is, you're gonna win. You're gonna win. You're gonna win. You're gonna win. You gotta just keep telling yourself that. All right. And you gotta mentally prepare for the challenges that are coming up, and you gotta do the work. Whatever the fuck it is. Like, shit, I don't have time to do this show right now. But you know why I'm here? There's like a million problems in the LCU. By the way, Queens tonight is gonna be fucking okay. Boogie, you don't even know this yet.
No.
I swear to God on everything I love.
Yeah.
Some criminal ran from the police and fucking all of a sudden Tina has all these cops at her house. All right. And she's sending voice messages in the Queen's chat to Becky, to Mike, and to me. And she's like, I don't know what's going on. There's cops everywhere, Mike. Like, bro, these voice messages are insane. And they got
film it.
And so me and Mike start spamming her with text messages. Film it, film it, film it. I don't know if I should ruin the punchline or not. I think it's okay, right? It's okay to ruin the punchline. The fucking guy was hiding under her fucking trailer. And she's got it filmed, dude. She's got it filmed. Dude, Queens is going to be lit tonight. And Queens is being hosted by Xylee, Tina, and Mike. All three of them are going to be there. And we're obviously redirecting to it. But yeah, dude, they have the footage, dude. It's going to be sick. It is going to be sick.
Yeah, I don't think Rastov's coming back, by the way. He's not answering. He didn't see the text. And
yeah, Becky is in our group chat, even though she's not in the LCU and she's not on Queens, but she's still in our group chat.
Can you drink some fucking water? Twiggy. Water. Go drink some fucking water.
Yeah, he don't look good. So long story short, we get a text message last night from Rastov. And Boogie's going to read it in a second. But apparently there was also some other clips that happened over there.
Tina, ready to see my impression of sweet tea, though?
Yes.
Okay, this is going to get good. This is going to get good. So, I'm just going to sit here while Steak talks. I'm
Nail
still sitting
Slammer
here.
super chatted $20. Social anxiety is real. One-on-one is no problem. The problem is when it's 3 or more people.
Oh, I hate groups. I fucking absolutely hate groups. When I'm in a
So that was interesting because they had a little bit of IRL stuff, which is funny how people like Roxy think that they're doing IRL stuff first, but like people forget that lolcowlive has been doing IRL stuff from the very beginning, number of times actually. I don't know how people forget about that. Now they brought up Queen and they did a little bit mention Becky, which is interesting because they mentioned that Becky was in their group chat, which made a lot of people start to question if Becky really left. After the stream, it did leave during Queens. Now I already did a video. There should be another video coming before this video where I go into in depth about the BBU and all that fun stuff. Right. Also, they talk about World War III with, I want to use it as an excuse to say that I don't think World War III is going to happen. I think what we're seeing is a period of great power duking it out and not actual full-on, like, worldwide conflict. That won't be happening anytime soon. So it's a little ridiculous. And it's kind of interesting to see Kim coming back right away and being very energetic. I do like it when Kim is very energetic because it makes it a lot easier on my end.
You're gonna suck for a long time. This is a learned skill.
It just fucking makes me want to throw up so bad.
Good. Hard things are worth doing. Hard things are worth doing, man.
Rastov, you're gonna get shit on by me, by Boogie, and by the fans for a long time. And then eventually you're going to earn your rep. It's going to take time, dude.
Like, I get that. It's just, man, like, it's like if I flicked you in the neck just fucking every minute, every day, right? Like, you'd be able to take it for a while, and then eventually you're just going to be like, stop fucking flicking me in the neck. Like, you know what I mean?
Good.
Like, it's just...
Good. Crash out. It's fun to watch.
You just need to get through that. Like, it just fucking sucks. You know, it's hard because, like, man, I feel like I know I suck at this so bad. I know what I said, but like, you guys are also such fucking intimidating presences as far as like, like Boogie is legendary. You're legendary. I'm a dude.
Do you think Carlson Tucker started off being an amazing journalist?
Fuck off. Fuck off with that shit. Also, just with that Twiggy stuff, right? I got multiple DMs from people being like, he's about to show his dick in fucking VC where we have to him out. So I went in there, I timed him out, and I was like, did he actually say that? And they were like, yeah. Did you actually think he was going to do it? Probably. It's Twiggy.
It's Twiggy.
All right. Can we please watch Nightmare just get like lose his shit? This is so funny, dude. This was the best test episode I've seen in a long time. All right. Nightmare has just lost all control of his cult, and there is an invader.
Steak, what can I do for you, brother?
How are you, Steak?
Bro, I had the worst fucking show, dude.
Why?
I had the worst fucking show.
Why is this
How's your
about
show going?
steak?
How's Ultra doing?
All right, listen. D money.
Oh,
What was going to happen in that clip?
No, that's where I timed him out live, where I jumped on and like fucking called him out for what he said in the VC and then timed him out.
Timed out who?
So you.
Oh, okay.
Steak.
We'll come back to that. Look.
Yeah.
The content was Ultra and fucking Nightmare last night. Let's see if we can find some of this.
You put up an interesting comment saying half these people that talk shit would never say it to my face, and the other half would get their shit rocked. What do you mean by that?
Yeah, no, I mean, I just feel like it's social media, it's Discord.
This is boring. All right, let me just bring you at any moment in the show because it was all hilarious. Here we go.
So you put up a
No. It's how do I get to YouTube? Because it's fucking changing the time. All right, here we go.
It's the clip. Yeah.
Here we go. All right, just watch this for a minute.
I genuinely thought you would have at least watched something, dude.
Okay.
Like, I genuinely would have thought that you would have watched. No. I'm still fucking talking. I genuinely would have thought you would have watched at least one episode to have a somewhat inkling as to what this fucking show is.
Bro, how do you know I didn't watch an episode?
Because you just said you didn't. I've just asked you and you said, I watched
I just said I watched episodes of With Grim. Yeah, at the beginning.
Not now, though. Not what actual test is. Test changed a lot when I got hired.
I watched the episodes last week. For sure.
Fucking lied to me.
Where you were just... you know, shaking your phone like crazy on just talking with Twiggy and then kicking me for no reason. Yeah.
Oh, so
I watched that.
Like little clips when I was at the festival, but you haven't watched like fucking. You haven't watched anything else. Oh, me shaking my phone. That's rich.
Listen, somebody in the chat said it wasn't good. Nightmare didn't make any money. Psycho Assault said that. Here's the thing. Part of the problem is me. All right. I put a lot of pressure on these shows to get their revenue up. Right.
Now here we have them confronting Rastov about him just up and leaving. Not up and leaving, but just like stopping recording him being outside in IRL. And they do go into this whole thing about anxiety and how everybody has some form of anxiety, which is very true. I mean, I have some form of anxiety. I remember when I first started streaming, I remember when I first started making videos, that I was very nervous. But you do have to go overcome it. And it's, regardless of how you feel about Rastov, hey, give him props for actually doing something, going out there rather than being lazy. He's a little bit more active than Wings at this point. And I think a lot of people can appreciate that even more. In the end, they kind of made up and kissed and everything.
The other day about all y'all going over there hanging out with those guys. What did he say?
Who's hanging out? First off, I'm not talking shit about anybody. How would you know? You were obviously watching. What are you talking about? You're a host on the LCU. I'm just a fucking. I'm just a fucking viewer.
You said. You're not a viewer. You're not a viewer.
What do you mean?
Aren't you a member here?
What are you talking about?
Are you a member? Can you come up here?
Yeah, I'm not I'm not an intern or a host or anything.
But so then I need to know the truth then. If they can all go over there while they're talking shit on us and they come back over here.
Shit, Tina.
I didn't say you I said you were in there while she was. I said you were in there when she was. Were you or were you not?
I was literally in there while she was the last like 2 or 3 minutes she was live. So
really,
I would have to go back and watch. But I didn't
Okay.
see her talking shit about. I didn't say anything like. The only thing I said was her dancing during Fat Girl Summer was fucking cringy, and that the song was overplayed. That's literally it.
You sure?
Tina, what are you doing right now, Tina?
I'm pulling up his message. I'm pulling up his message. How about that?
My message.
Because I got it. Yeah, I got it. You were in there, and she was in there talking shit about us.
See, there you go. You're listening to people talking shit that don't know what they're saying.
Hold on. Is there 2 ETXs, motherfucker, or is there one?
Tina,
Is there fucking 2?
Tina, hold on. Somebody gifted us 20 members. I want to say thank you to Carrie. She's gifted 20
Thank you,
members.
Carrie. Yeah, I was trying to do it, but yeah, thank you.
As far as I know, there's one of me.
Oh, well, maybe there's 2 of you because, I mean, I seen ETX in there. Right? And I didn't see nothing about Becky. You didn't say anything about Becky I seen, so it must be something new.
Well, I don't know. That's why I'm asking. Tell me what I. That's why I'm asking to tell me what I said because I
didn't say. Listen, why are you guys sitting over there while she's defaming the fucking LCU? Talking about how much work.
Let me say because he made an interesting point. If all he was doing was observing, then you were doing the same thing.
How did he not see me then? If he was only observing, he was
told
talking.
you,
if I seen him, right, motherfucker? He had to be
Tina,
talking for me to know he was in there, right?
I saw she was live. I went in there for like 2 minutes. She's like, "All right, guys." It was like literally 2 or 3 minutes. So whatever she said in those 2 or 3 minutes, I don't know. But that's all. So I just wanted to see what you said, or what you thought I said, or whatever.
So if you said, wait a minute, I'm gonna take what Mike said, okay, motherfucker, let's start a war right here. So if all we were doing and we were both observing, then I wouldn't see you unless you were talking, correct?
I'll be right back. I gotta run to the restroom. Be right back.
Go take your piss and shit. We got you, bro.
I guess so, but you.
Yeah.
But you. The only reason I came up here is because you said that I was in there talking shit when she was talking shit about you guys.
Oh, she was talking shit then. She was talking shit about us.
That's what you said.
You must be retarded, ETX. Come on, man. We just watched the beef with us.
I said, hold on.
Reason why were you in there while she was fucking talking shit? That's what I want to know.
I just happened to go in there, Tina. I didn't know what she was saying or not saying. I said it like 5 times. I literally caught like the last 2 or 3 minutes. So if she was in there talking shit on you guys, I don't know that because I don't know what she was talking about before I came in. I just saw that she was live and I hopped in there. So I don't know.
All right.
Unless somebody has
I still love
screen
you, EXP. I still love you.
Yeah, there you go. Mike
I
still
love all
loves you.
you
That's all that
guys.
matters. As long as Mike loves you, you're in good shape.
As I said, BBU or Becky Boop Show was streaming as Queen was streaming. And ETX was both. He wasn't really both of the chats. For some weird reason, Tina was calling him out, which it doesn't not a good thing. And I don't know why Mike or even Xylee didn't step in and be like, hey, he's allowed to watch who he wants. Like in this moment, they could have easily saved face. Like, hey, he can watch whoever he wants. If he's talking shit, hey, wanna talk shit to me right here? I'm right here. In this moment, it kind of doesn't look good for Tina particularly, who's just off the chain and there's nobody who can wrangle her. You know, there's like, come on, like you can't sit here and think like this is a good idea. Let her just go after somebody right off the bat. Like Mike or Xylee should have just like stepped in, right? They should have just been like, hey, Tina, it's not that big of a deal. He's allowed to do what he wants. But rather they didn't. And maybe I know they did it for content, but it's just made Tina look way worse than they needed to. They just made her look way worse. And I really don't give a shit for ETX. It's a bit of a simp anyway. But it's like, come on. You kind of have to just step in and not let her do this kind of stuff. Like, come on. Just like, dude. In that moment, Mike, in that moment, Xylee, or even Keem, did you not realize, oh, maybe we shouldn't let Bulldog Tina do whatever she wants, and maybe she needs somebody to wrangle her in. Oh boy.
Ostrich just for the bit nightmare.
Oh, you bought it just for the bit? You actually...
Lucy Fina just gifted one to our testes.
The Alchemist is Fina. Wally with the 20, dude. What the fuck?
Bro.
Y left super chatted $36.45. In USD this is more than 50 CAD. This is for Fat Grim to shave a Charlie Chaplin moustache.
Oh my god.
Wait, what?
A Charlie Chaplin. Do you not know what a Charlie Chaplin moustache is?
No, but why the fuck do I need to do it? Wait, what do I have to do?
Do you know what a Charlie Chaplin moustache is?
I feel like I've heard of it before and I've seen it, but let me double check.
Yeah, Google image that. Google image that.
Purple Flurp super chatted $10. One of these days I'd love to talk fest/concerts in VC. I've been to amazing ones, and some fest that are on the top 10 list of disaster festivals. Look up Blue Ridge Rock Festival disaster. Khan super chatted $36.44. He's right, you know.
Fuck's sake. Purple, we need to have a chat then. Fuck yeah. And Khan, appreciate you, brother, with that as well. And Doug Savannah with the 2. Is this where we come to talk about ocean sunfish? Fuck off. How about that? We don't fucking talk about the fucking ocean
fuck's sake, bro. This beard would not look good on me, Nightmare.
That's not a fucking beard, bro. That's a fucking cursed fucking facial hair to have. I highly don't recommend it.
Nah, but I don't know, bro. It'd have to be a pretty high fucking donation goal to fucking do that shit.
I don't think you should do that because you're gonna get attacked in public.
Yeah, probably.
Because that mustache looks a certain way if you're referring to Charlie Chaplin, but if you could refer to another fucking person that's the exact same fucking mustache.
All right, bro. Last time we talked about this, some shit really went down. So let's not talk about it. Let's not bring any of that shit up.
I ain't fucking condoning his shit. There's a difference. I'm just saying it's probably not the best fucking probably not the best fucking thing to have as facial accessory.
Yeah, but I mean, I feel like with the beard, you know, maybe I can make it work.
I think they probably want me to get rid of the beard, and that's the biggest thing in it. Like, I don't think that's.
Yo, bro, I'm not getting rid of the beard till I become a host on the show, brother. Yeah, bro.
So, yeah, CJ, you're absolutely right. Like, this is why I'm like not for it. Also, Tina No D said, as Nightmare showing pics of his dogs, I want to see the pups. I can bring up photos for people to see. That's fine. If we hit like 400 members, we can do that. We can do that. We have 400 members. I'll show the doggos.
How many members are we at right now?
We have 371.
Oh shit.
Not for this stream. It's an overall cumulative.
Yeah, I know. Cumulative thing. Yeah. Understood. So Nightmare, I really want to find some common ground with you. What do you like?
What, like, as in, like, hobby-wise? Like, what are we thinking?
Hobbies, movies, TV shows, whatever the fuck. You know, what do you like? Let me see. I'm trying to find something I like, too, that we can talk about.
Twiggy's Abandoned House super chatted $4.99. Skinny Grim is doing better without you. It's like getting of your toxic ass really helped him. Weird how that works out. Lucy Fina just gifted one to our testes.
Cheers for the 5. But I don't think that's why he left. To be fair, but okay. And Lucy Fina with the gift, I appreciate you. Okay, so like hobby wise, my one of my big
Khan
guys.
super chatted $7.29. Do you play any instruments, Ultra?
The all count.
I mean, I played the violin when I was really little, but I highly doubt I remember any of that. I didn't
realize that I had my background for my OBS streams as I was recording this. So if for some weird reason the next couple of clips are like that, yeah. So Monday was the first, or Monday or Tuesday, whatever, was the first time they had. No, first or second time actually. I think it was the second time that they had Ultra on with Nightmare, and I thought the whole conversation, like Nightmare being way more open about it, was a lot more better than the first time because there was a lot more fighting, and you could at least tell Ultra was like trying to be more engaging, or not Ultra. I mean, Nightmare was trying to be much more engaging, probably because Keem told him like, "Hey, you gotta be more engaging." They talked about a lot of stuff that that they both like. Right now, whether or not Ultra is going to be on Test forever. Maybe not. I really doubt it. Mostly because like I don't really see Ultra being a good fit on Test, but at least Nightmare maybe kind of getting the shit in, by people like nerds and others probably made him realize, hey, well, let me give this person a chance because I started out in the same way. Maybe we'll see that. Maybe we won't see that. It is interesting to see how Nightmare reacts to this stuff.
All of his chat, because he came and he said to me that he laughed in my face and said that your money doesn't mean anything, and it wasn't about the money. I wanted to see if I could basically break the will of his audience that he's so proud of, and he just thinks that fuck all is gonna happen. Who is this Ultra guy coming on my show, and he just shuts me down, and I didn't like that, and yeah, I just feel like it wasn't a fair shot.
Okay. What exactly do you mean by break the will of his audience?
Right. So he came heavily at me for quote unquote using money to get into the lolcow universe. That's a big thing he had with me. Mm-hmm. That he felt like I bought my way into this universe, or bought my way into a chance at this universe, I should say. And to me, I just have to say that, I do things my way and he does things his way. And I hopped in, and my whole little plan that I made that was going to be fun, because at the end of the day, Nightmare and the chat were going to benefit. Nightmare shot down an idea where he was going to benefit. It doesn't benefit me anything to pay a single cent on Test if I'm not a host, right? So
yeah.
Other than get my name out there, which is what I want to do, but Nightmare really.
I was so excited to be there, and then after a while, I didn't even want to go. Didn't want to even be there. All the fun just got sucked out of it.
Right. Sounds a bit like Tina and her situation.
Yeah, kinda. Except I wouldn't categorize CD with like as bad as Becky, but it was just a fun sucker. I was taking a for a. Yeah.
Let's go.
Okay.
And it's
he's the same.
He's like they said last night, they both feel like they're walking on eggshells with each other constantly because of all this shit that's happened. I'm thinking to myself, Tech Talk is 4 hours, right? Split up the time slot.
Yep.
Give 2 hours potentially to Glammy and Wonder Woman, see how that does. Give 2 hours to CD and Ultra and see how that does.
Perfect.
CD and Ultra?
Yeah. Because CD and Ultra already have.
So here's when they were saying the idea to split it.
Ultra that much, and I feel like it might be funny because he's kind of cringy, almost like Glammy was, and he might not know as much about tech, so it could be interesting.
Bruh, I would love to manage Ultra and them.
So
you know what?
That's how it all came about.
Not a bad idea. Maybe we'll give that a crack tonight and see how that.
Yeah, so that's how it all came about, and that's fine. And I understand everybody thinks that like, I look bad by talking about it or whatever. But no, I never really got to say my piece about everything fully, because every time I did, I got hit with,
I'm going to save myself the time. I'm going to put on these two clips back to back with Tech Talks. If you're not aware, I believe for a little bit of time, good old Wonder Woman decided to join in with Tech Talk for a little bit of time, and Ultra was also interning. They did it because there was a lot of fighting between Glammy and CD-ROM. On the first clip, you can tell that CD-ROM is just not interested. CD-ROM is not interested. He's not really engaging. He just kind of doesn't. He kind of doesn't care. Where it's the opposite with, with Glammy and Wonder Woman. There's a complete differences between the two, and that says a lot. Like, honestly, some people say that this whole thing between Glammy and CD-ROM is just finally hit their boiling point, and they're now walking on eggshells. Maybe something like this is a good thing as a way to maybe break up the monotony. But damn, they picked some pretty bad, at at least Glammy and Wonder Woman were engaged, but like CD-ROM just did not care. He just did not care. And when they even talked about tech stuff, it was like you could still tell that he just did not care. And I think that's very important. Once you're like that, you need some help. With that being said, though, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And as always, till next time, God bless.